muna makwaba ya transfer for your DM komo ahodona ningina efa the new patriotic party NPP amanyu kono National Executive Committee year meeting no koya yo mudi abeto dwa so don for ya Adom 31st January 2025 no mekwa akoto a year presidential race na ho nsem na ba be bebrebe no na Yaa Brefo enso so acha na dwene e dia fa ho a what the intima do pina na dia to dwa se ebeboa ana se emboa eba se so a NDC amanyu kono so enya chance pa fe no meto mwa se aye hwehwemo amoma kwakoyi obi a obetimi aba be face nipa NPP amanyu kono so ebeto aba enso so e de amano no wode che wodo pina na dia to dwa advantage and disadvantage e was aye date ana se we a anyina aba monten e wo NPP amanyu kono akache buso enko na yenti na Yaa Brefo ye ba ya beti nkonya na ye de hu enko.
I mean, before I'm the date in the crowd now to say there's a strong fight between the Dr. Bawumia supporters and Kennedy Agyapong supporters. They say ask a date now about mountain so how their campaign will go because Kennedy is already in town campaigning as if he's the flag bearer because he's going to schools near there. And he ever what to a very neighborhood 31st, right?
Yes, 31st January. Yeah, I mean, right. Yes, it almost say 2 years. To when they are in opposition, 2 years to before the general election. But January as the date where we are only doing a year, your friend is saying, the flag bearership. Yenyan the parliamentary one. Yenyan national executive. Yenyan constituency executive. Yenyan polling station executive near the Adom. Would it take anything away from NPP party? Is it would that set to bring any acrimony or I mean it's okay.
Or somebody could take the party on to say this is supposed to be done before that one. Okay. The truth is I think what they are doing is they are just being strategic. What is going on? Thank you, Tono. Some more free more about how and talk when they are bringing a TV station.
And yes,
station as a station per se, as a physical station. Online. He's gone all the way.
Oh here TV.
All the way out to say.
Oh here TV.
You know, all the way to I say it's against Kennedy Agyapong. The supporters near there. And looking at how the thank you Tono started. The brouhaha near there, it's only wise for you to say that, okay, let's just make sure we clear this thing because this is what is creating this problem.
Yes.
The main problem they have, there's this unity within the party, is about the flag bearership, nothing else. Because party nankasa leadership ne de wamunim de ekwadada hono nsem ni ho kese. Because although you have to say be interested way person kwa they've not actually come out to say anything that is causing any problem within the party. But those followers who love Dr. Bawumia, followers who love Kennedy Agyapong, and at the moment it's just the two that are having a brow. And why don't we, because clear this thing and make sure that we have a leader? Because the leader who is supposed to be a chairman at the moment is incapacitated.
Of course.
He's been incapacitated for a while. All of them and they just have somebody who is stepping in. While he's out there, and that person cannot actually, like, because you are acting, you cannot have control, total control. Obian to Abama, and to me, what's ready, open now to me take it out. It is just in Kodia is still in charge. And then you would want to have a party leader.
Who will be the flag bearer when they are in opposition?
Of course. Unim so lead any lead that fair, Omuna and Tokani from Nafi, Omuna will rally their support. For the leader, they will choose yet at 1st January 2026. And no would probably bring down the noise within their party that is really hurting their party. The air cost on the helm party. Maybe strategically that was a good decision to make so that they can clear that hurdle and later on they will descend into that other elections, which might not cause too much problems.
Yeah, another one. Being experienced journalism at that, when they're able to clear that hurdle, there are others, the chairmanship and the rest. Would that clearance of a year 31st January give NPP a step ahead of NDC, who would then be in government, who would have a certain president, John Dramani Mahama, who would not be eligible to stand, and so it will boil down to now people within the government ebi mo be resign na onwa ba forward not the acrimony AC or NPP ebi asha say a really ugly head. How would that pan out?
In fact, there's some acrimony within the NDC, just that it's not as bad as the NPP DNO.
Okay.
There's the struggle for power. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is just 5 months and some days in government. But just when he was sworn in as a president of Ghana, that fight started because they knew so over 4 years.
Yes.
If the constitution doesn't change, it just has 4 years. And so they need a leader, somebody to show his face, or you need to put your acts together. Because when you're in government, it's a year before elections. And see, the struggle is between the Siedun Ketia and then Chief of Staff.
Julius Debra.
Whom some believe say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama supports him.
Okay.
Now, Osha party structure now say party no say the Tianoa. Siedun Ketia has some base within the party structure.
What's some? Or base Ankasa?
Me can say baby, but Obi. Because Chief of Staff also has some base.
Of course.
Or no, Chief of Staff, the first John Mahama.
Yes.
Someone brought him in. He was able to manage the Juma as the Chief of Staff and how people address him and I said how he tries to gather the grassroots, support the grassroots. Although he has never gone close to any party leadership position, but now to say, Papa, only grassroots and they were excited about him being the Chief of Staff. So I wasn't surprised His Excellency named him again as Chief of Staff is his second coming on. And to say, who to become minister here, who to become the board chair here, who to become, the two of them wanted to position their people so that it will be easier for them when the time comes.
Of course.
And it brought a bit of, but it was low. And to say NPP for the I know it. It will have a toll on them. If it's the two of them, it will not. If one of the two I've mentioned, and the Ebe or leader and a flag bearer, it will not. Esiedun Ketia is already known in this country. Although he has his back, people within his party think they said or hold on his party, but they said like he's not able to support the financially.
Yes.
I mean, give as Chief of Staff does, and if his Chief of Staff is also known here in this country, as in even within the political party and Ghana as a whole. Flag bearer behind and yet like you won't suffer to sell the two of them. I know say enyo mumie no pay.
Yes, we know Okujeto yenim said or ambition yenim said Kesala to force will be Sasuna Haruna Idrisu. These three. Do you have any others?
Hey. I saw a poster which had Rekopoku and Haruna Idrisu. I don't know who's going to be the flag bearer, who's going to be the running mate, because there's been a north, somebody from the north who is the president currently. So probably bringing another north now as the flag bearer of the party might not help. I don't know whether Haruna would want to be the running mate to him, but that's what I've heard. As for Mumie, try some bepe.
Wow.
Eric Opoku's name came up strongly during the running mate. When His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was trying to pick his running mate. Professor Jen Opoku Ajiman. Eric Opoku's name came up strongly. He had a lot of support from the grassroots near here, but then they felt say Obinim bet me Abwa to win a year or more elections 2024. He's also there. I think Okudeto's time at the moment time not man is my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not now. If he decides to come in now, M1
or by test waters.
M1 say or test here M1.
Okay.
He's seen here in Ghana. Ghana for him so you'll be he tries to bring out corrupt issues.
Yeah.
He tries to like be accountable.
Citizen
he wants
vigilante.
to be accountable, and he seemed to be a bit credible. What I say? Seemed to be. But with the vetting law call for his foreign affairs, the issues that came up, yeah, that bad.
Open kind of worms.
It's a bit questionable. It's open some worm be baby. And see, for me, I think say Nadia no say after 4 years or after 8 years, because he's young. He's young.
Yeah.
But the race is between the two, and Eric Opoku probably would also join the race for NDC. No, me and Senino, they are known here in Ghana, and it will not be too difficult to sell them.
I was able to quote here any Yaa Brefo danso and a Chebu in a senior journalist, and also actually and their faster NPP Amanyukono or Modate and Modiaba Mountain for a year presidential race, and who ends and so and another in common.
Yaa Brefo, I think so, and also Sabi, not going to watch it. It's as I say, opinions are like noses, and everybody's opinion must be respected, irrespective of who they are or where they are from or how they see things. Any idea? Ubia or say, saying should be respected for that. Now, the answer kokodan chenya. Assembly anything, assembly in say, and your bonnet set 31st January 2026. MPP for Bakwaye Omo Delegate Conference. Delegate Conference, no way no, Sabre no, and Kenya bonnet. No more tombo as healing wounds. A crooning Kakabia war party in Diano. New executives now, Bano. Omo Chumia, Huchuma. No way Huchuma, every year. Now, Phoebe or Mamma. End of that year, no, maybe a December, baby, and another 31st January 2027, no, no, so no, my moi, Mokoi, mo flag bearer. I think so. We in earlier crash chance and Kababua, next one Makatia, because Nipa Ghana Hano, Mra Gusua, or Casa on Samukono, not a bois, or here I never call bois Tamels and no, my winning, so no one ya Quenya, Wakumpri Noire, Tinensu Tata, no, I just say, Enya Sam Katua, or cry. I don't conference and son of women. Any idea? When you try a campaign, it says we 31st, we executives in bed 31st January said or more cana. Or much you say you flag by bear somewhere July 2026 now. Next, I be our bear 1.5 years to 2 years to market him. So I said that whoever is coming say about me, I cried yeah, and then I come out to it because on there he's already known in the system. So I say now, Koeba Miana Queen Powerful Bianswa. Those are candidates who are very popular in Ghana based on the same seminar they didn't also very popular. Nimo Kobe said Jaconomne a yoga to near the Baton Bray pa just a Yasankato. These guys Chamankuka. I'm going to have a Buja, okay. We have crashed me. Any idea? Timida be fee said and I cano. Not going to watch that, but say, fees are simply our cana a good. They should abide by it. I so be open to me. Baby Abacobi, Abacas and Pacho, and never can be at your offer. His Excellency and now Danko Kufuado. Open to me. Is there now? Could you now warn her? Eden sat to tell her, no, until say, Macote Hona Metis Oka, a ready humable, any idea, Diana Yamisu, mobile and pa. Wabidi Mampeniti, Basana, Sabe, but then you customer take his personality as mad person or Fatron Chene said, you all can idea Bumua. Nancy, I hear Casa, it is the Gusuma, yet in Pentagon ID. Artists, but then maybe I will to a equana so a year friend say a bulldog Janshi Hobby. Near so to Mamma follow to Monkudia, your shots and uncle Fumono. Fede o man nipa mienu mi ense bi omdi ze amanfo nkono ebi akopa keka e twen no bra bodam ni no ha fede o de bra nyina kan ni ho so on so ha na kwa bra bodam ni no ha se o peloto no ene ade tibi fi se e ba se de obi e ka bia no u take nipa na personality aside na wa carry asam na wo ka no is it listenable, is it reasonable, is it tangible na odi aye adwuma pia. Right, I'm saying I should have a comment in the comment section as if I am